Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Happy Friday, everyone. I'm Jen Ah. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7. In your top stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. More than 30 people are without homes after a fire tears through a condo complex in Las Vegas. The fire also left 2 people injured. This building on Bonanza Road suffered serious damage in the blaze that started at around 9 o'clock this morning. We can see here the roof collapsed and the residents were evacuated from their units.
But you can see the flames coming through the roof, the doors, the roof caved in, everything. And I mean, there's a lot of fire, a lot of smoke. It's real bad. It's real bad in there.
Those displaced were shuttled to the Doolittle Community Center, where they're expected to receive help from the American Red Cross, and the fire has since been put out. And now that Clark County Sheriff Joe Lombardo says he's intending to run for governor. Who's going to take his spot? Review-Journal's Renee Summerhour has the answer. Good evening, Renee.
Good evening, Jen. Joe Lombardo told the Review-Journal Thursday that Kevin McMahill will be running to replace him as he runs for governor.
Obviously, McMahill was my undersheriff, and I believe he would do a fantastic job if elected sheriff.
McMahill worked at Metro for nearly 28 years after a stint in the U.S. Army and 2 years with Denver Police. In a statement Thursday, he said he plans to formally announce his candidacy next week. One competitor to McMahill emerged State Assemblyman Tom Roberts, who told the Review-Journal he's throwing his hat in the sheriff race and he believes he's a better candidate than McMahill. Roberts joined the U.S. Air Force when he was 18 and said that he served for 9.5 years before joining Metro in 1993. Lombardo will serve as sheriff until December. Jen?
Now to your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. It's the first mega job fair since the pandemic. We're talking 125 employers and more than 14,000 open positions. Review-Journal's James Schaefer joins us from the Las Vegas Convention Center.
Resumes, ties, and tears. We're here at the Convention West Hall as we've watched job seekers become employees.
I got a job offer today.
Mercedes Romero was about to call her mom and tell her the good news when she spoke with us, saying how happy she was to get a job from the LVCVA.
This is the time and the place. They have about 12,000 positions. I definitely think everyone should come.
The job fair was planned in part by Clark County Commissioner SEGERBLOOM, who was pleased to see the turnout.
There's vaccines. You can park in the other lot and ride the Tesla. Most people have never done. So I mean, this is like a Disneyland, but you get a job too.
The Clark County Job Fair has been a big hit, so much so that Clark County is already looking ahead to the next job fair in the fall.
Now to your entertainment news, sponsored by DiscoverNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. The Review-Journal speaks one-on-one with Garth Brooks. The country legend was originally set to inaugurate Allegiant Stadium with a concert last year in August, but then the pandemic struck, delaying his show. And then Illenium came to perform first. Here's Garth Brooks' response to playing second.
We're lucky because we were sold as the first show in the stadium. So forever history will be ours. The fact we played it a year and a half later means now somebody's been in here to check and see if all the toilets work, if everything works for all the people that are coming in here. So you kind of get the best of both worlds.
As you can see, he's remaining positive, and after selling out 65,000 tickets in 75 minutes, Garth Brooks is set to make the Thunder roll at Allegiant Stadium tomorrow. Now to your weather, sponsored by 1 Hour Air. No matter the season, no matter the reason, 1 hour is here for you. We've already told you it's going to get hot this weekend. We're talking possibly record-breaking heat. The city of Las Vegas is now urging folks to know the difference between moderate and extreme dehydration. Drink lots of water, and if you're feeling dizzy to the point you can't walk straight, have a fever and/or rapid heart rate, call 911. And even today, wow, it was hot. We reached around 113 degrees. But don't expect much relief tonight. Temps are only dropping to the 90s. And then Saturday is expected to break some records with a 118-degree high. Mostly sunny skies, so make sure to wear your sunscreen when you're out. Then things finally start to cool off next week.
Here's the latest in sports. The highly anticipated trilogy between Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier is a go. The Review Journal's Heidi Fang was at Friday's weigh-ins and brings us the latest.
The UFC 264 main event is set. Both Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor hit the scale here at the UFC Apex on Friday morning and made the weight limit mark at 156 pounds for the main event. The only fighter to miss the mark was Irene Aldana, who is still scheduled to fight Yana Kunitskaya, but was fined 30% of her fight purse for missing the weight limit. She was over by 3.5 pounds.
Sports betting sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The Milwaukee Bucks are 4-point home favorites over the Phoenix Suns in Game 3 of the NBA Finals on Saturday. The total is 222 at the Westgate Sportsbook. The Suns have a 2-0 series lead after winning and covering the first 2 games in Phoenix. The Suns are minus 500 favorites to win their first NBA title in franchise history. The Bucks are 4-1 underdogs to come back and claim their first championship in 50 years.
Now to your health news, sponsored by 4M Dental. Love your smile again. Help is on the way. Last week, the state requested federal assistance in battling COVID as case numbers increase and vaccination rates taper off. Governor Steve Sisolak's chief of staff says surge response teams will now be here as early as next week. Their focus will be largely on community outreach to populations not vaccinated yet, particularly in the Las Vegas area. The team members include representatives from FEMA and the CDC. In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Oakmont of Las Vegas, assisted living and memory care, the best care for the best life. Southern Nevada is looking at another month of record-setting home prices. The new median price, $395,000. Here's what that price range can get you. In North Las Vegas, this 3-bed, 3-bath house on Front Range Lane features plenty of parking and a modern open kitchen. And this retro house on Equestrian Drive in Henderson has some updates on the inside with accent walls and a modern bathroom. Plus, one donut shop is raising some sweet dough for a great cause. All month long, the Donut Bar will feature a special donut for Disability Awareness Month. All proceeds will go to the nonprofit New Vista. Thank you for watching 7 at 7. If you have Amazon Fire TV, just search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here on Monday for more 7 at 7. Until then, hope you have a great weekend.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.